this enriching journey. We now move forward to our second session of the day, which promises to be equally insightful and inspiring. The session is titled AI Powered Multimedia and Storytelling, and it explores how artificial intelligence can help educators craft engaging, dynamic, and emotionally resonant learning experiences. It gives me immense pleasure to welcome Dr. Amaya Ambulkar, who will be leading this exciting session. Dr. Amaya is a distinguished faculty member at Atlas Skilltech University with extensive experience in higher education and management studies. He's deeply passionate about social entrepreneurship and experiential learning, mentoring students and guiding early stage change makers. He has led international delegations to universities such as Babson College, NYU Stern, and the University of California, bringing a truly global perspective to education. Dr. Amaya has received multiple accolades, including the Outstanding Faculty Award from Jaro Education and the Inspirational Leader Award from Dr. Shahani. With numerous national and international research publications, he blends academic rigor with global exposure, driving innovation and excellence across Atlas postgraduate programs. Please join me in warmly welcoming Dr. Amaya Ambulkar for his engaging session on AI-powered multimedia and storytelling. Over to you, Dr. Amaya.
Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Simar. Is my voice clear and audible to everyone?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Great. Great. I know we keep telling this to students, so I'm just going to continue that habit. Whenever possible, would love to have all of you on the camera. It becomes helpful to talk to human faces than the names. But no push. Just that since we are now on the other side as well, it will help. So I'm going to share my PPT now, and then we shall begin. What I'm going to do is I'm going to be sharing the whole screen because we'll be doing back and forth with different tools. So that we don't have to keep switching the screens here. So I'm sharing my PowerPoint now. I hope you are able to see the PowerPoint deck. The slide is visible.
Yes,
Just a thumbs up. I'll keep asking questions. So feel free to just give emojis, thumbs up, or yes will also help on the chat. As Dr. Simar mentioned, this session is really interesting in the sense not because I'm doing it, but as a use case, it's a very powerful use case in terms of can we create videos to improve our teaching learning experience. So this session is dedicated to video and audio creation. There is a separate session that is going to happen for image creation. So I'll not be touching upon image generation tools, but I'll be focusing on video and audio generation tools and everything that comes along with that. So if we zoom out, right? If we zoom out and ask ourselves, where does this whole video audio come into consideration as educators? We can look at two broad use cases. What I mean by two broad use cases are that first one is more to do with consumption, right? Where you are consuming content, where you are consuming videos on the internet from the internet, where you're consuming audio from the internet and learning from there. The first part is consumption, and the second one is creation. So I'll be looking at, we'll be discussing this whole presentation across two verticals. First, we'll look at consuming content. As educators, we are always consuming content. We are always learning. So are there any tools that can help us improve our learning experience? So I'm going to share some tools around consumption part, and post that, we'll be looking at the creation part of the story. So the first tool, and it's going to be a lot of tools. So feel free to stop me. Feel free to ask me to go slow. Feel free to ask as many questions as you may have. Honestly, there has been a lot of time spent in finding out relevant tools from educators' perspective. It becomes easier to find out tools when we are just looking at business use cases. But tools which could be helpful for us had to be found out across multiple tools that are available. So for the next 10 minutes, I'm going to share some tools which will help us improve our learning and increase the pace of our learning about any content or any specific topic. The first tool which I use extensively is a tool called You Learn. Now, what is this tool about? I'm sure all of us, to keep learning more, we must be consuming a lot of content through YouTube, or we must be consuming a lot of content through general research papers and stuff. But can we fasten that process? Can we improve that process? In order to improve that process, this is a tool called youlearn.ai. Now I'm going to showcase the use case of what this tool does. I personally learn a lot through YouTube videos, and it becomes difficult to keep a track of which videos have you learned from, where, to keep notes in one place, to quickly get a summary of the videos. So all that becomes quite a hassle. And for that, this tool becomes very interesting. This tool is sponsored by the same incubator that sponsored OpenAI. So OpenAI, Uber. So the incubator name is Y Combinator. It's amongst the world's largest incubators, and that company has helped this particular tool to come into existence. So what this tool does? So let's assume there is a YouTube video that I'm studying from, and I want to study that YouTube video, all the content of that YouTube video. So what I need to do, I just have to click on Add Content and paste the YouTube video there. So let me show you an example. For example, this is a YouTube video which says exact system to go from $0 to $1 lakh, $10 lakh on YouTube. So what have I done? I have pasted the video. The moment I paste the video, automatically all the video gets converted into smaller chapters. Can you see here? So the whole chapters get converted into. Post that, I can look at the transcript of the video. If I want to look at word by word what the video is, I can look at it here. I can play the video. I can play the video here itself. When I click on it, let me just refresh. When I click on it, I am able to play the video there itself. And I can make notes of the video. I can convert that video into flashcards. I can convert that video into word cloud. Whatever I need to do about that YouTube video, everything is possible just by putting in a link here. So I'll show this to you again. So this is the YouTube video. On the right hand side, you can see I can make my notes while I'm watching the video. So for example, I click on Notes tab and I can write down the whole notes there. So these are the notes I have taken while watching the video. Post that, I can convert the video into a summarized format. If I click on summary, it will give me a summary format. Just give me one moment. I think I'm sharing multiple windows here and it's taking a little time to load. Let me just refresh it again. Because we end up consuming a lot of content through YouTube, right? So if there is one place where we can record all our YouTube videos that we have watched and that we have benefited from, that becomes super helpful. Along with that, I can create flashcards from this YouTube video. So if I click on generate flashcards, it will convert this content of this YouTube video into multiple flashcards. If I plan to use this YouTube video for my students, I can create a quiz out of this. Now, couple of features that I like the most. The first feature is notes feature, because what I can do is while watching the video, parallelly, I can make notes. These are all notes made by me while I was watching that video. The second feature is the ability to chat with the video. Now, what do you mean by chat with the video? So let's say there's a topic around, let's say, how to create content on YouTube, and you want to create content on mental health. Now you want to ask that, okay, this video is fine. How does it applicable to my area of interest? So you can chat with the video. You can put in the question there and it will give you the answer. So I'll show you an example. So I click on chat here. I click on how do I apply this to mental health. Now, the moment I do that, it starts generating answer based on the content of this video. Yeah, so very powerful tool. Very powerful tool when it comes to keeping all your content in one place and learning from that. This tool all tools that I'm going to share are more freemium tools. So you'll get some content of it free of cost. And for advanced features, you need to pay. Honestly, the subscription is not very high. It's around 3,000 rupees for a year. And with that, you can have a full repository of everything that you want to learn in one place. And it is not just videos. Considering we are talking about videos, I'm mentioning videos, but you can upload any document, you can record, or if you are offline video, you can upload the offline video, and all these features will start working for it. I'm going to read questions in case anyone has. Kunika is asking that can you explain again how did you copy paste the YouTube video? So Kunika, when you click on add content, you
Okay.
just have to put in the link. I'll show you one example.
Yeah, can you show it once again? Because,
Sure, I'll do. I'll do
yeah,
that.
it's quite interesting, huh, by the way?
Yeah, it's very helpful because
Yeah,
we end up consuming so many resources across different places. There
yeah.
is no one place where we record everything,
Also,
right? So
when
let's
you
look at
click
this
the
video.
flashcards, there's also an option called podcast. So that will also help.
It will convert the video into a podcast, which you can then use for your
Oh,
students and stuff like that.
okay.
So here I'm pasting the link.
Okay.
Sorry, this one, paste link. It says here I paste the link. And the moment I paste the link, it will
Huh.
start working on the video. And
Okay.
then the video is here. Yeah, it is
Oh,
taking a little
okay.
time to load, but the video is here.
Yeah,
And then I can do multiple things. I can create a quiz out of that video. I
yeah.
can
Huh.
make notes while watching the video and things
Can
of
you
that
click
nature.
the podcast and show? I'm
Yeah,
so sorry,
yeah,
but this is
no,
really
no problem.
interesting.
Yeah, so what it does is it will change the whole video content into a
Okay.
conversational podcast.
Okay.
So if I click on generate here, it will take a little time to generate. But
Okay.
typically how podcasts happen, the topic will remain the same, the content will remain the same, but now it will be conversational in nature, which you can
Oh.
then use while traveling. So multiple use cases depending upon
So
typically
we can show this somehow somewhere to our students also, right? And it will
100%.
make sense that like it will feel like that we have generated this.
Yes and no. There would be split. Students will be able to understand this is AI generated, but
Okay.
till the time the content is important, I don't think it should be a problem.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. Along with that, you can take your notes here while you're watching the video. So right now, I
Huh.
can play the video on the right
My
hand
YouTube
side,
hooks used to be
Okay.
way.
and parallelly, I can keep making notes here on the side, and
Oh,
also I
okay.
can chat with the video. I can say that, okay, can you help me apply this to whatever Indian
Knowledge
knowledge
system.
systems topic. Right now, what will it do is
Hmm.
it will consume the content of the video and
Okay.
make it very specific to what I want to know about or what I want to apply, where I want to apply, sort of.
Okay. Okay.
So, any questions? Yeah, yes, ma'am. Dr. Varsha, I'll be sharing the PPT.
Oh, super. Okay.
Great. Should we move ahead? Just a thumbs up will help. Are we good with this? Good with this tool? Yeah. Okay. Great. Great. So as we said, we consume a lot of content. So there are tools that help us consume content better and faster. The first one was YouLearn. The next one, I'm sure some of you must already be knowing this, is a tool called Notebook LM. Now this tool is powered by Google. So lot of it is free, rather most of it is free and very interesting use case. Now what is the use case here? Typically, I as a learner, I am more of an auditory learner, right? I like to listen, and reading becomes quite boring for me. So when we have a lot of content to read per se, it becomes little tricky, and I don't enjoy that process. So in order to solve that, Notebook LM can come very handy. I'll show you an example of how do you use Notebook LM. Multiple use cases. The typical use case that I have is whenever there is some research paper, which is a very long research paper, you don't have the time to read. And at times it is boring also, but you have to read and things of that nature. So how do you make that learning experience better and engaging? So you click on new notebook. Then it will say that, okay, add whatever document you want to study from. So I will say that, okay, I want to add this research paper. So let's assume there is a long research paper on review of neuromarketing, and I want to study from that. So then it will get uploaded. Now what happens after it gets uploaded? After it gets uploaded, I can convert the whole research paper into a conversational podcast, as if two people are discussing about the topic, and which sounds very human, which sounds very interactive. Now it takes a little time to upload and convert. So I'll show you a ready one which I had created for this session. Again, just a recap, where do you use this? To make learning little fun for yourself. If you don't like me, if you hate reading long research papers which is complicated, then it becomes easy. You figure out that paper that you want to study from, upload the paper here, and then it converts into a very interesting conversational podcast. So I'll show you an example of the same. So this was one which I put it in the morning here. And when I click on AI overview, audio overview, it will convert that into a conversational podcast.
Welcome to the deep dive. Today, we are attempting,
Are you able to hear?
well, the ultimate shortcut, really. Peering inside the consumer's brain to understand exactly why we buy what we buy. Our topic is
Sir, can you show that again? How did you add it, please?
Sure, I'll do that. So first of all, we sign up into notebooklm.google.com. It's a free tool. And let's assume we have a longish PDF to study from, but you are not in the mood to read everything. So you want something more entertaining, engaging while studying that particular topic. So you click on new notebook. Once you click on new notebook, you will upload the file that you want to study from. So for example, here I've uploaded the file from where I have to study. Once you upload the PDF, this is the research paper PDF that I downloaded from Google Scholar. Once you upload the PDF, it will load it, and then you can click on audio overview. Now, when you click on audio overview, what will this tool do? It will go through the whole research paper, identify key concepts from the research paper, and convert that into more like a conversation which two people are having. So if I do it now, it will take little time. So I can show you the one which I've already exported. It's the same document. It's the same research paper. I click on audio overview, and then I'll be able to get the whole long research paper into an interesting podcast style conversation. So very useful. Along with that, I'll also show it converts into a video overview as well. So if you have a long research paper, but you want to show it to students in a more video engaging format, it will help us convert into a video format as well. And likewise, you can create mind maps, quiz, flashcards, everything from that one long PDF that you are uploading.
So we have to upload PDF only, or we can upload videos or any
study document. Any document from which you want to study. It could be a video, it could be a PDF, it could be an article on the internet. You just upload that, and post uploading that, you will be able to convert that into any format.
Got it. Thank you.
So for example, this one. Now this is a video format. I gave it a document, and then it converted into a video format for the user. So it is about what is trend forecasting.
All right, let's jump right in with a question that seems simple on the surface, but is actually pretty deep. What exactly is trend forecasting? So when you hear that phrase, trend forecasting, what's the first thing that pops into your head? For a lot of us, the answer is almost always the same. Yeah, if you're
now
like
this whole thing that you can see on the side, right? It is purely created by me uploading
runways,
the
new color
PDF.
palettes, what's going to be hot next season. But that's just one tiny piece of a much, much bigger picture. And today, we're going to bust that myth wide open. Trend forecasting is about so much more than the clothes we wear. You know, this idea is so ingrained that even a quick Google search is going to throw a ton of fashion stuff at you.
Yeah.
It really seems
so this
like
is
the whole
called,
world thinks
this is the
forecasting
tool is
starts
called
in-
Notebook LM. Very powerful tool. Any complicated concept can be put in here, and it converts that into we're getting black. Can you reshare the screen? Sure, I'll reshare the screen.
So the pop-ups that show.
Okay, sure. Is it visible now? Is it clear now?
Yes.
Okay. So this was Notebook LM for you. Typical use cases I'll tell. One use case is long format audio, video, text content which you don't want to read per se. You can upload it and converts into an audio style conversational podcast. That is one. Second, it can convert that long document into a video format as well, like we saw here. And you can download this video, use that video to showcase to the students and things of that nature. And most of this is free because it is by Google. It is free, and not that you can only upload PDFs, but as ma'am mentioned, you can upload any source. You can upload a website altogether, or you can copy paste the text, or you can copy paste any document from the drive. Any questions on Notebook LM? All good. Should we move ahead? Sorry, I'm going to be bombarding with you a lot of tools, but I think that's our job for the session. And one tool will go in detail as we move ahead. But all good. Should we go ahead? Just a thumbs up will help. Okay, great. Now the next tool, I'm sure you must have already started judging me, but next tool is again for individuals like me who don't like to read per se, but you still want to engage with a lot of document. The tool is called as Speechify. Speechify. Now, what does Speechify does? It's a Chrome extension. It's a free tool. You can download the tool and in your Chrome extension. What it does is it converts any text that you are reading into an audio format. So, for example, let's say this is the article that I'm reading on the internet, and I don't want to read this whole thing, but I want to quickly listen to the article. Because I have uploaded Speechify in my Chrome extension, I'll be able to convert all of this into a voice reading. So let's say this is the article that I want to read. I just have to click play on the side.
What are the digital marketing trends for 2025? As marketers, we know that the pace of change can be relentless. The array of digital
Were you
channels
able to hear
available offers so
that what
many
it is reading?
opportunities to communicate with customers. However, this can sometimes mean you're wearing many marketing hats while keeping a lot of balls in the air.
So this tool is called Speechify. You just have to download the Chrome extension. Once you download the Chrome extension, any content on the internet, it reads it for you. So if there is a long article and you are tired of reading the whole thing, you can just click the play button and it will read it for you. And the sound is pretty good. It is not very robotic in nature. And if you want more variations, you can take the upgraded version, the paid version. But the free version, I think, does a good job any which ways. So it's simple tool. It saves a lot of time when you want to read long documents. It just reads it for you. So this was tool number 3, which the first one we looked at was YouLearn, where you can learn from different platforms. Any YouTube video, put it there, converts into quiz, summary, notes, everything in one place. Second was Notebook LM. You put in upload any document, it will convert that into an audio podcast as if two people are talking. The third tool that we saw right now was Speechify. The Speechify was about, it reads out any document, online, offline, any document for you, so that you don't have to end up reading that. The next tool that I'm going to share is actually a very powerful tool. Right now it's in very early stages, but in the long run, it has the potential of replacing teachers. Now, why do I say this? Because it is like a personal tutor for you on the internet. Now, what is the tool? It is again by Google. This is the link here, and I'll be sharing these links I'll be sharing the PPT as well. So right now we can just look at the use cases and feel free to ask questions. Then you can try for yourself. The tool is available on aistudio.google.com. Now, what this does, imagine that there is a personal tutor standing next to you, right? And what will you do with the personal tutor? You will obviously ask questions, ma'am, yeah, how do you do this? How do you change this? How do you add this? How do you delete this? And all these things. That is more easier when you have a person sitting next to you to whom you can ask questions. But what if the same thing AI could do for you? And that's what Google AI Studio does. So when I go to Google AI Studios, there are multiple options here. You click on the option called Stream. Now I'll share a use case. Let's say I'm a student and I'm learning Canva, but I'm not very good at Canva. So I'm learning it for the first time. So I have a lot of questions, how to do this, how to do that. And I don't have a personal tutor to whom I can reach out to immediately and ask questions. In that case, I can make AI my tutor. Let me show you an example in action. So I've opened Canva, and let's assume that I don't know how to use Canva and I want to learn how to use Canva. I have gone to Google AI Studio. I go to Google AI Studio. I'll let this load. And then what will I do? I will share my screen with Google AI Studio. I repeat, whatever you want to learn. For here, we are taking an example that I want to learn Canva, but otherwise, whatever you want to learn, you keep that on the desktop, keep that on your computer, and then you click on Talk to Gemini and you click on Share Screen. Yeah. So when I click on Share Screen, what will it do? It will as in it will share the screen with the AI, and then I can start talking. I'll show an example here. It is still connecting, so we'll wait for it to connect. Hi, I want to learn Canva. I want to create a new design. Can you help me? What should I be doing? Yeah, can you hear me? I want to learn new design on how to create new designs on Canva. Can you help me? What should I be doing? I'll try resharing this because I think because I'm sharing the Zoom thing, it is not showing. I'll just reshare the screen, but I'll tell you what it does, and you can try it for yourself as well. What it does is it shares the screen with the computer, and once it shares the screen with the computer starts talking to you as if there is a tutor standing next to you.
Me too. Just tell me what you'd like to do, and I'll do my best to help.
Were you able to hear her sound, the AI sound? I want to learn how do I create a new design. What should I do if I want to create a new design? Yeah, can you teach me how to
To
create?
get started creating designs, you'll want to use a design tool. There are many different tools available, each with its own strengths. Some popular options are free tools like Canva or even basic image editors, or more professional tools like Photoshop. Do you have any particular type of design you're hoping to create?
So I think there is some issue because I'm sharing the screen while I'm doing this. But otherwise, I'll tell you the use case, and it is very powerful use case that you share the screen with Google AI Studio, and then you talk as if you're talking to a teacher in saying that, ma'am, what should I do? Where should I click? Is this right? Is this color fine? Do you agree with this particular function? Should I change something? Should I add anything? So all these conversations you can actually have with AI, and the AI will real time tell you. The name of the tool is, as in it is a part of Google AI Studio. You go to Google AI Studio, and then you click on share stream with AI. So I'm just showing it to you again. You go to Google AI Studio. On the right hand side, you will see an option called stream. You click on the option called stream. When you click on the option called stream, you will be able to share your screen, share your desktop screen with the studio, and then you can just start chatting with AI, and it will start telling you what to do, what not to do. Let me just try one more time. If it happens well, all good. If it doesn't, then you can try it at yourself. There's a question: does it help to learn different software as well? 100%, absolutely. So whichever software you want to learn, right? You just share the screen. You share the screen. You open that software, and then you talk to the AI. Let's try one more time. This time I've opened PowerPoint presentation. I'm going to ask it a couple of questions. Let's see if it hears me. Uh, Hi, I wanted to know how do I add one more slide to this PPT? Yeah, can you hear me? Can you tell me how to add one more slide to this PPT?
Yes, I can hear you. To add a new slide to the PowerPoint presentation, please click on the New Slide button in the Home tab. It is located next to the Home tab itself.
Okay, should I click on this, the Insert button?
No, you should click on the New Slide button in the Home tab. The Insert tab is for adding things like images or text boxes, not new slides. Do you see the New Slide button in the Home tab?
Wait, were you able to hear what she said? So it was like me chatting with the AI, where it was telling me exactly what to do on every step. So this was the third.
Yes, I heard what you said. It sounds like you were interacting with an AI that was giving you instructions. Is there anything else you would like to know?
So this was the third tool I wanted to share with all of you. It does wonders right now, probably because I'm sharing it on Zoom. It is loading a little slow, but otherwise it is very real time. So these were the four tools majorly focused on consuming content, right? When we talk about consuming content, the first tool that we looked at was YouLearn about YouTube. Second was Notebook LM, where you can upload any PDF and convert that into a very interesting conversational podcast. The third one was Google AI Studio, where you share the screen with the AI, and the AI starts talking to you as if there's a teacher standing next to you, and you can learn any software that you want to learn. And this is by Google, and hence it is at least as of now this is free. And the fourth tool that we looked at was to be able to read anything on the internet. If you don't want to personally read, you download Speechify and it will read it for you. Now, let's move to the more interesting part. So the first four tools were majorly focused on consuming content. Now we are going to go into creation of content. Now, as we all know, right, all of us have learned using stories. And for participants who are from business school, we use case studies. But case studies essentially are what? They're essentially stories. And humans have evolved learning stories. Cultures have developed through stories. Long back when there were kings and kingdoms, Ramayana, Mahabharata were used as stories to train the upcoming kings and prince to convert into a better kings. So moral of the story is stories has been the lifeblood of any culture and have been used as a teaching tool always. Now with AI, things become more interesting. Now, the way I have structured the upcoming conversation now is I'll be sharing a couple of tools for creating videos based on any story. So you may be from marketing, finance, biology, IKS, whichever subject that you majorly teach in class. You can convert any subject and any topic into very interesting videos and stories. How do you do that? So for that, I have created a prompt, and I'll be sharing this prompt with you on the PPT as well and in the notes document. And I can share it right now on the chat as well. So this is a little long prompt. Reason it is long because I have kind of done multiple iterations to come to an easy copy pastable prompt of sorts. I'll first paste it on the chat and then I'll share how do we use this or where do we use this. I'm sharing it in parts because in one go it didn't allow me to copy paste the whole thing. Now, what is this prompt? This prompt has been created so that you can just copy the prompt, paste it on GPT, and convert any topic into an interesting story, which you can use in your class for discussion. Now, let me show it to you in action. How does that work? So I have copied the prompt. Now I will go to GPT. And I will paste the prompt, and after pasting the prompt, I will then tell it the topic that I want to teach my students. So I go on new chat. And you can try this parallelly if you would like to. I have pasted the prompt. And this prompt has been created through multiple iterations, considering all the aspects of good storytelling and AI relevancy. You can change whatever you wish to, but I'll just read out the prompt for you. It says, you are an educational content creator, create a short decision-based story designed to engage the class. Here, where it says write your topic, I'll write the topic. Let's assume I'm teaching business ethics and my topic is ethical decision making. I write down the topic here, which is the ethical decision making. I write down the subject. The name of the subject is business ethics. And I write down for whom am I making this story. So let's say I'm making the story for second year BBA students. Absolutely, ma'am. You can use this prompt in Gemini. Any AI creator, generative AI platform, you can use the prompt. And once I put the three inputs here, topic what I want to teach, subject that I'm teaching, and the level of students that are going to be listening to this story. And rest of it you can keep it same. You don't have to change anything. And then you paste. Now what it does, it will help you create a very interesting story which ends with a decision-making dilemma. So the story is not complete technically. The story has some data on which you can then lead the discussion in the class in saying that, okay, what should this person do? So I'll just quickly, and will not read the whole story, but I'll quickly tell you the glimpse of it. It says, am I a young marketing manager from Horizon Brands is facing a challenge? What is the challenge and what are the choices she has? Now, this becomes a story, and then I'll share some tools where we can use this story to convert into a video format, which you can show it to the students. But as of now, our first task is to create a story on any topic that you want. The story is designed in a fashion which you can use for discussion in the class, the protagonist has multiple decisions to make. Which decision is the right decision? It can be a discussion that you can have in the class. So this is the first prompt that I wanted to share, where you have a topic and from where you want to make a particular story. And we'll be converting the story into video format little later. Right now, we are just talking about how do you create a story. So one was through topic, and the second was, let's say you come across a very interesting article, and HBR article or any article that you find interesting, and now you want to convert that article into interesting stories, which you can lead in the class as case studies and discussions. So for that, this is the prompt that we have created after multiple iterations. So I'll just first copy paste the prompt, and then I'll show it to you in action. How does that work? So I'll have to paste the prompt in parts. So because the Zoom won't allow me to send too much of text in one go. Just one moment. This prompt is for what? This prompt is for if you come across any interesting article on the internet and you want to use that for storytelling or creation of stories, this prompt will help you do that. And I will also see it in action in terms of how does that work. So this prompt is in multiple parts because it is too long as a prompt. But because it is long, it will ensure that it does a good job with respect to the outcome that you wish to get. Yeah, so this is a little longish prompt. I have shared that in 4 parts on the chat. I'll show it to you in action. How does that work? So I copy the prompt. I go to GPT or any other AI tool. So I'll go to new chat. And I'll paste the prompt here. I've pasted the prompt. Now here, if you carefully read, it says insert the article link. It asks me to insert the link, the article which I like reading, and I wanted students to have a discussion around that, and I wanted a story which I can take to the class to discuss with them. So let's say I will look at an HBR article. So let's say this is the article that I have read and I want to take it to the class, and I don't want to just give the article for students to read. I want to convert that into interesting stories. So I have copied the article link. I go to my prompt. I paste the link here. And one thing I need to change, and we will have to be careful about, is you have to click on plus and you have to allow it to serve the internet. So here you have to select the option called web search, because only then GPT will be able to scan through the article properly. Yeah. So a couple of steps. First step, you pasted the prompt. Second step, you looked at the article that you want to convert into story. You copy paste the article link, and then you add a web search to it. Once you do that, you submit. And what it will do is it will read through the article and it will give you, I'll have to share this again. It will read through the article and it will give you 3 stories around that particular article. So it has given the story here. So it has picked up the concepts from the article, key concepts from the article, and converted each of them into short stories, which I can then take to the class. Yeah, so right now we have just looked at two use cases. One use case is directly creating a story through a topic given. And second use case is you pick up an article, use that article, use the prompt, and convert that into a three stories from every article that you want to use. You can later change the prompt if you want 4 stories, 5 stories, depending upon how many stories you want. You can convert that. But for now, we have just got the raw material, right? It is still not exciting. Story ban gaya, that's fine, but it is still not exciting. From now, in the next 10-15 minutes, I'll be sharing now tools where you can use the story that you created and convert that into a video, which you can then take to the class as if it's a case study or a short introductory video to the topic that you're going to teach in the class. But all good so far. Are we all following? Is there any questions? Should I move ahead? Just a thumbs up will help. Thumbs up or yes on the chat will help so that we can continue.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. Super. 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 Thank you. Now I have created the story. My story is available in the GPT using the 2 prompts that are here. Now I want to make it a little interesting in terms of converting this into a video. Now there are a lot of tools that I'm going to share. We are going to start with the simplest tool and the free tools. Unfortunately, when it comes to video creation, most of the tools are paid. So there are very few tools which are unpaid and easy to execute. We are going to first start with an easy to execute tool, which can do fairly good job. And then we can move to the complex tools, which are paid as well. So thanks to Google again, Google has a tool called Storybook. Now, what this tool does is, and we'll see it in action as well. I'll just set the context. What this tool does is you copy paste the story that you created or the case study that you created, and you put that on Google Storybook. It will convert that into a typical book with images and a story. I'll show it to you in action. How does that work? So the name of the tool is by Google only. I'm pasting the link here on the chat. gemini.google.com/storybook. Now, how do you actually use this and what kind of outcome it gives? I'll just close the other items. Again, this is a free tool, and it does a fairly good job. It can help you if you want to introduce a new concept to the class. It can help you do that job really well. So I come to Storybook. Now, let's assume that this is the story. I'll just use a story because it takes still a time to load. I'll just use a story that we have already created. I followed the same process. I used the prompt that I gave you. I converted that into story. I'll just get that story to showcase it to you. Then I'll copy the story. I will click on new story here. I'll paste the story here. Yeah, this is the story. Let's say I copy the story. I go here, I paste the story. And I can mention here the audience is BBA second year students. Make a story. Make the above story accordingly. Keep the story text same. Just create the book. Now it will load and it will convert that into a storybook. which can be a good introductory start for any topic that you're going to the class. Instead of we just narrating it out, we can say that, hey, there's a question which this person has for there's a question that a decision that this person has to make. Can we help him to make that decision? So here is the story that is being created. Because it will take little time to load, I'll show you a previous story which I had created for you for this particular session. Can the handwritten story be uploaded? 100%. 100%. Because it is going to take text from you in any format. So you can upload that. Handwritten may, depending on the handwriting, you can first put it on GPT, convert that into a typed text, and then you can copy paste the text on that. So now this is the story that it created, which is more like a dilemma based question through which you can start discussing with students. So I'll show it to you the full screen. This is the cover. And we can click on listen.
Alex, a young analyst at Brightwave Consulting, had just wrapped up a week-long project for a major client, Zenith Energy Corp. The huge report, full of numbers and complex projections, was due the next morning. As he reviewed the very final numbers, a small, unsettling anomaly caught his eye. A tiny, critical calculation error made by a junior colleague had slipped past everyone. It was small, but it mattered. The mistake slightly inflated.
Yeah, so likewise, it's an audio image based story. It's not fully video, but it is very simple to execute. It does the job of us bringing something new to the class, and which can end with a conversation. So, and it is free. And you can change the parts of the story that you don't like. You can change the ending, however you want to deal with it. And you can also share the story. So you can actually ask the students to go through the story and come in the class. And then we can have a discussion in the class. So thank you so much. It's very powerful, and good part, it is free. So you can do multiple things in one go. Yeah, so this was and this is the easiest one, right? I was trying to find something that is free and quick to turn around. This was something that was the easiest. There are more tools, but the complexity slightly starts going higher as we move ahead with the new tools per se. Yeah, so I'll go back to the PPT. So what have we discussed so far? We said that, okay, we want to bring stories to the class. We want to keep the concepts intact. So two prompts that I've shared. Prompt 1, where you have to just share the topic and it will convert that into story. Prompt 2, if you have read some interesting article, you can share the article. Using that article, it will create 3 stories. You pick up the story, you put it on Google Storybook, and it converts into an interesting storybook. Good part is you can edit the story, add more scenes to it, and do however you want to further engage it. You can further engage, improve the outcome. All good. Any questions? Should we move ahead? Just a thumbs up or yes will help so that we can go to the other tools that are available. This is the easiest, this is the fastest, and the cheapest also. That means it's already it's free for us to use. Yes. Yes, Dr. Ayman, I'll be sharing. So there are more tools. Right? I've lined up those tools from easiest, fastest, cheapest to little more complicated, but much more impactful as we move ahead. So that's what we have planned for today. So this was Storybook by Gemini. The PPT and the link I have shared, and the PPT will be shared with you for your trial. Now, this was a storybook. Right? It was still not engaging video. It was still like a story while there was audio and relevant images, but it was still like a storybook. It was a book format. But let's assume you want to convert it into a proper video format. Now, as I mentioned earlier, 99% of these video making tools are all paid. So after scanning through multiple tools, there is one tool that I found out, which is again not free, but comparatively cheaper in comparison to other tools. All the tools which I'm going to share from now will have a freemium kind of a service where 10 to 15 minutes of video will be free for you to create. After 10 minutes of video is done, then it will go into the paid bracket. The tool that I'm sharing right now is the tool which we are going to use to convert the same story that we created from our topic into a reel format style story. So the tool is called as revideo.ai. I'm pasting the link on the chat. It's called revideo.ai, and I'll show you how it works. The process doesn't change, right? The process of story creation remains same. Once those stories are created, just that the formats will start changing now. So we'll close these. So I'm into Riv Video. I have actually exhausted my free version story creation. So you can try it using the new one. But because it takes like 10 minutes to create a story, I have just created one for you, which we can see, and then you can definitely try it out for yourself. So how do you do that? You click on new video. When you click on new video, it asks you to paste the story. So the same GPT story that we created, you paste it here. Then it will ask you what's the format in which you want the video in. Yeah, if you just give me one moment. Yeah. So it will ask you want in this format, Ghibli format, Pixar Studio format, anime format. These are all freemium, right? The pro model will require the paid version. Sketch format, black and white format, Japanese ink, pixel art, creative, photography style. So whichever format in which you want the video. So you can select that particular format, and then you click on generate video. When you click on generate video, it will take like 5-7 minutes, and it will convert your story into a real story with a proper narration in the backend. So I'll show you some of the stories which I created as demo for this session. Yeah, this was a story for on ethical dilemma faced by Rohan. It's a case study that we would want to take it to the class. Likewise, you can create your stories on your topics.
At a digital marketing firm known for its and as an intern at a digital marketing firm known for its transparent practices. During a client meeting, the marketing manager of a new client quietly suggests to Rohan that the company can pay an extra amount if their product receives positive customer reviews online. Even if those reviews are not genuine, the manager hints that this could also help Rohan secure a permanent position after his internship. Rohan knows that fake reviews are unethical and could harm the firm's reputation if discovered. However, he also understands that refusing the offer.
Now, this story was more like a pixel art kind of a video format. Then there's a different video format. This was another story which we had created in a different format. Logic remains same. You paste the story and you click on generate video. You select the look and feel of the video that you want, and it will create this short case.
In choice dilemma. Background. EcoGlow Private Limited is a mid-sized company that produces eco-friendly household cleaning products. The company has built its reputation on being sustainable and safe for the environment. Situation. Recently, the company's R&D team discovered that a new chemical formula can make their detergent much more effective and cheaper to produce. However, the chemical takes longer to decompose in water and could harm aquatic life if released in large quantities.
So you can see that while it is still video based on connecting all the different images, it is still fancier than the previous, the notebook bit. Just that it will offer you 10 minutes of free video generation every month. And if you want more than that, we'll have to take the paid version. But in the paid version, you can do multiple things, right? So for example, in the paid version, you have more different formats. You can convert an article into a video. You can convert a script into a video. You can convert an audio. Let's say you have a recorded audio and you want a visualization for that. So you can put the recorded audio and it will convert that into a video, which we saw right now. Again, portrait, landscape, square, whichever format of video you want, it will do it for you. Just that all these features will be available in the paid version. In the free version, you'll be able to create stories like the one which I showed you right now. The name of the tool is revideo.ai. This is the best one for quick, faceless, animated style stories that you would want to take to the class. to make it a little interesting and engaging. And all stories, the prompt which I gave you are prompts based on discussion-oriented stories. So it will end with a decision-making dilemma, and the students will have to give suggestions in terms of what should, let's say in this case, Rohan do or the company do with respect to the decision that they have to make. This is slightly on the expensive side, around $39 a month, but it allows you a lot of minutes free that you can use. One more, the cheapest that I was able to find was this one. Unfortunately, it doesn't have a free version to try, but the name of it does exactly same. Like we saw here, it does exactly same job. Good part is it is the cheapest. When I say it's the cheapest, I think it costs around $9 a month, in which you can create multiple such reels. And this could be like case studies, right? This could be small, interesting case studies that you take to the class and have a conversation around it. Yeah, so $9 per month, in which you can create 10 such videos that we right now saw. Any questions, anything that you want to check on revideo.ai or Bitty Clips? Now, there are many such platforms, just that I've picked up the most relevant and the best and the cheapest one, which can help us convert our ideas into moving graphics. All good? Should we move ahead? Just a yes or thumbs up will help so that we can continue. Or in case you have any questions, feel free to ask. Okay. Okay. Great. So let's continue. So we moved from creating a book using a storybook by Gemini to creating an animated audio video using revideo.ai or bytclips.com. Both do the same job. You put in the video, you decide the format, it will convert into a moving video feature, short videos. Now these tools, the first two tools which I showed you, are good for small videos, right? 2-minute, 3-minute clips. It does a good job for that. But let's say you want to convert your whole topic into a long form explainer video, where you want to, it could be around 5 to 7 minutes long. And you just don't want to put your video as in your face in the talking head video, but you want it to be animation. You want it to have actual B-rolls and actual footages from different places. For that, there are a few tools. The one tool that I like and does a very good job is a tool called VideoGen. I'll put it on the chat as well. Is a tool called VideoGen. Now this tool does what? This tool will help us create YouTube style videos, which will have different clips of sorts, and the execution is still the same. I'll share it in action in terms of how do you do this. Again, this is unfortunately no video tool is actually free fully. All these tools will offer you like a 15-20 minutes of free generation, and then comes the paid platform. Many of these tools will have educator discounts. So in case if you plan to buy, before buying, you can just check out if the tool has educator discount. Most of these US companies give a education discount. They will just check your email ID, and if it is an education email ID, they will be okay with it, with giving you a discount. Now coming to VideoGen, as we mentioned, this tool is specifically for long format videos, where it is more human-like, more human faces, more real videos instead of animation. The tool is called VidGen or VideoGen. You click on new video here. And then you mention what video you want to create. So for example, let's say I want to create a video on importance of learning sustainability. Sustainability based business. I mentioned what I want to create a video on. I can change these things. I can mention that, okay, do I want a landscape or a portrait or a square? I can mention the duration that I require. And I can mention the language. It offers multiple languages. You can create the whole video in Hindi, English, Gujarati, and other international languages. And then you click on Submit Overview. Once you click on submit overview, based on the prompt that you gave, you told it in terms of what video you want to create, it will create multiple scenes with audio. So we'll wait for some time. If it takes more time, then I'll show you the one which I've already created for this particular session. The process is exactly same. There are no different steps that I have engaged in creating the previous videos. But let me show you the one which we have created as a sample. So what did we do? We thought of what video we want to create, or else you can directly create a script also on GPT, copy the script from GPT and paste it here. And then we clicked on new video, and then we created submit. Now when we clicked on submit, what it did, it created a video like this. I'll play it for us to see properly. Just 1 minute. It is creating audio for the video here. I'll just So the process was the same. I thought of a prompt. I gave it a prompt directly, or I can copy paste a script from GPT. I would paste it here. Once it loads, it will convert the whole thing into an end-to-end video that the user can you can share it with the user. It's taking slightly longer to load. Just give me a moment. Yeah. So this is the video that it created from the text that we had. You can play the video here. It has audio also. There's some reason because of which you may not be able to hear while I'm sharing the Zoom, but it will have an audio narration as well of the exact text that is mentioned here, and it will have these clips along with the subtitles. Now let's assume that it says in Europe and US there was slow challenge on sales challenges. Let's say you didn't like this clip. Right? You said that this clip is not relevant. I want to change this clip. On the right hand side, you click on replace, and you can upload any other clip that you want to write. So for example, the word there was sales were declining. So I may want to put it unhappy team. What will it do? It will search for free footages available on the internet to convey the message of unhappy teams. Let's say this is the relevant video, sales process is declining and this team is fighting with each other or being unhappy. I can click on this and then it will replace the old clip with this new clip here. I thought they were unhappy. Right now this lady seems to be smiling. But anyways, you got the point that you can change any clip that you did not like and then export the whole video like any other video, and you can show it to the students in the class. Good part is that all of this for Video Gen, it offers you a lot of free versions. So I think you can
Sir,
create
can
a
you, sorry, sir.
yeah.
Can you show
Yeah.
us if I delete something from a clip, how to add the new image
Yeah.
that you show?
Yeah, sure. For some reason, it is not being able to share the audio, but otherwise there is audio also. There is a proper narration that will happen along with the video that you see here. I'll just show the different videos that we can change things. So there are many such platforms which offer this service, but across after testing multiple platforms, VidGen, Video Gen is a platform that we have concluded is a good platform. We at our university, when we create videos for our MOOCs program, we keep using VidGen as a source. Because good part about this particular tool is that the editor doesn't have to look out for additional videos to be added and things of that nature. I'll just load this again. Anyone has used any other platform for a similar use case? Anything that you have used in the past? Please keep sharing, because AI is a very huge sea of tools. Every tool that you may have used would be beneficial to each other. I hope this loads now. I think it is taking too much of load because I'm sharing it via Zoom. So it is not coming up. I will just try for 10 more seconds. If not, then we'll move to the next tool and we'll come back to this tool again. But Marinisa ma'am, what was the question? We want to repeat the question so that I can at least
From that video thing that come at the bottom, you
Yeah.
tried showing us how to delete an image and insert a new one.
Correct. Huh. So in that, what specific you wanted to know?
So
You are on
how
mute.
to delete the image that I don't want and how to insert the new image in that.
Okay. So let's hope this loads. Yeah, perfect. So now there are multiple clips, right? What it does, this Video Gen as a company, what has it done? It has tied up with all the stock footage platforms on the internet. And based on our script, it is picking up relevant clips from all the different stock footage websites and stitching us a video of sort. Now, let's say this is the clip. And let's assume for some reason, this clip you didn't like in terms of the text that you had or in terms of narration that you had, and you wanted to replace the clip. So you click on the clip here. On the right hand side, there's a button called replace. You click on replace as a button. It offers you that, okay, what do you want to replace it with? Do you want to replace it with text, a shape, an avatar, a speech? You can click here, free stock footage. I want to replace it with some different clip. So I clicked on free stock footage. Then I have to mention what kind of stock footage do I want. So let's say I want to look at busy retail store. And then what will it do? It will search for clips that are relevant to busy retail stores, which will help me depict busy retail store. And then I have multiple clips that I can choose from. Right? There are a lot of clips here. Then I can choose any clip that I find relevant to the story that I want to build. So I've clicked on that. So I replace the past clip with a new clip. Now, if you look at the video will have the new clip inside it. Yeah. And good part is that you can add as many clips, you can edit, you can change the caption, you can add a background music if needed. You can change the audio if you want a male or a female to have the audio narration. You can do all of that stuff. So very, very useful.
So just one more question. If I change the image in between, does it also change the narrative according to the image that I pick up?
No. So what happens is the narrative, anyways, you have already set when you pasted your prompt, right?
Okay, so
for
narration
example,
will remain the same.
Narration will remain the same.
Okay.
And you may want to replace it with some better relevant clip than the one that AI chose.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Yeah. And the good part is that all of this, you can export it, you can share it with students, you can use it as an introductory video. Typically, what do I do is I use such videos more like a recap for the session that was done and the concept that were discussed. It's more like a recap. That's the use case that I use for. But AI is subject to one's creativity, right? One can be very creative and have multiple use cases that we may want to consider using. Now, like Video Gen, there are similarly exactly the same use case. There are multiple other tools. We'll not go through them right now because the use case is exactly the same. You create a script, you paste it, it will find stock footages from the internet, stitch that into a long format video with an audio narration in the backend. You can replace it with new clips, add new clips, delete new clips, edit clips, and finally export. So these are the top 3 players in the game, in the video long format text to video game. The first player is Video Gen, which is a good one, which is reliable. We have used it multiple occasions. Next is Pictory, exactly does the same job. I'll just paste it here on the chat as well in case anyone wants to try it out. And again, the very famous one, Indian company, is called InVideo.ai. Exactly does the same job. We have tried all of them, but we concluded that VideoGen was a better use case. So just for background, I'm one of the team members for online education, and we create a lot of videos, and this becomes very helpful. It reduces the editing time drastically. So just a quick recap, what all we did, we started by creating stories through prompts. After creating the story, we converted them into storybooks by Storyboard by Gemini. Then we converted them into small animated videos. That was the next thing that we did. Then we converted the same story into a long format videos with human interactions and with multiple clips, which can be used at different levels. All good. Should I move ahead? Just a thumbs up or yes will help so that we can go ahead. Or else in case we have any questions, we can take them. Okay. Great. So let's move ahead. Now the next thing that I'm going to share with you might be a little tricky, but that's going to be the future of education to a great extent, right? Where educators will clone themselves, and instead of you actually being there, your clone or your AI avatar will take the whole session, and you can be present at 500 places at the same point of time using your AI avatar. Now, let me first show you what I mean by AI avatar, and then I will share in terms of how do we really create. It's slightly trickier. So the order in which we went, we started with the simplest, and now we are moving to little complex ones, but it is good to know because this is the direction in which education definitely is going to go as we move ahead. Now, what is an AI avatar? AI avatar is a video like this video that you're seeing of mine right now. It is a similar video, just that I don't have to be physically present. I can just give a script to AI. AI can actually make my video as if I'm talking, can actually clone my audio as if it is me only who is talking. And then I can create 500 such videos without actually being present anywhere. Let me show you a couple of examples, and then we'll look at the tech stack in terms of what are the tools that are used to create such things. And it's fascinating because it's just a matter of time where all of us as faculty members will have our own clones, and clone can teach multiple things simultaneously to multiple people without we getting exhausted. So these are some of the examples. Now the video that I'm going to share is by Bangalore Police, who has started experimenting with AI. I'll just restart this. So Bangalore Police has created their AI avatar to give public service announcements.
The Bengaluru City Police are actually using AI avatars on their Instagram page. Check this out.
Here's how you can stay safe. Follow these preventive measures to protect yourself.
What you just saw was an AI avatar of the Commissioner of Police of Bengaluru City. He actually never shot this video himself. He gave a voice note which was turned into this video. The police department have been using these AI avatars in order to make public service announcements on their Instagram page. And they are using this currently on an experimental basis, probably 1 out of every 10 videos, so that they can later on scale it out. And the company that made this possible...
Now, obviously, Bangalore Police is not the only people trying this. There are multiple creators on Instagram, YouTube, who have created their avatars, and now they don't have to physically go for the shoot. They can just create the script, give it to their team. Their team has already cloned their voice, cloned their avatar, and the whole video is created without they being pushed to go to the shoots. I'll show you one more example. Now, Varun Maya is amongst the leading players when it comes to AI. Yeah, definitely. I'll share that. Varun Maya is a leading player when it comes to AI. And if you go to his Instagram page, he has lot of reels which he has created. But interestingly, while we may see him in the video, it is actually not him. It is his avatar in the video. And the whole team has created all these videos. So this man, all these videos that you see is actually his avatar. He's not personally shot any of it. I'll just show you one and then we'll move ahead.
Completely flipped. Your car isn't just a transport anymore. It's become your office. What cars mean to young India?
Now, the first clip that you saw, right? It was an AI avatar created clip. It was not him. The team actually created the avatar, cloned the voice, and executed. So if you just pause and look at the potential of this, so many different use cases can come into existence with this whole avatar thing coming into play. Now, how do you really create this? Before that, I just wanted to show you a very interesting use case which one of our friends, and he's also associated with it with our college. He created a Udemy video, Udemy course, but through his avatar. So he said, Amay, I want to experiment something new. So I'm not going to shoot the whole video on Udemy. I'm going to create an avatar and let's see what happens. Now, this course that I'm going to show you is not actually recorded on video. This gentleman's name is Omkar, and he has created an avatar, and the whole course is created using avatar. I'll show you an example.
Language models like GPT-4 belong to a broader category called foundation models. This term came about when researchers noticed.
Now, this is not him in actual, it is the avatar of his. And interestingly, I was a little skeptical. I said, do you think people would want to learn from AI? He said, we'll do an experiment. No, we'll see what happens. And here you can see 4,000 students already enrolled for the course and fairly good rating, which is an end-to-end AI course, right? He didn't shoot it. Now, while this all looks good, how do you actually execute this? So the tool that is used for this is called HeyGen. I'll just put it on the chat. The tool used for this is called HeyGen. And I just was playing with this today for us to be able to showcase the use case. So I've created my avatar. It's come out to be quite funny because it requires multiple photographs to be put, but I think it will do the job of showcasing how this comes into picture. So the tool is called HeyGen. Very interesting tool. From day one, this company was into building human avatars in saying that, hey, you can have digital twin so that you don't have to video record anytime. So how do you create the avatar? So this is the login interface. It is free at the start. You go to avatar. You click on create new avatar. Then it will say that, okay, what do you have? It requires some raw material using which it can create your avatar. So raw material can be, let's say, if you have a video of yourself, let's say you have a 30-minute video where you're talking to the camera, you can upload that. If you upload that, it will create a very good avatar. People will not be able to even notice that it's not you and it's your AI twin. But for that, you need a video. We need a very, very good video that you can upload. But let's say you don't have a video, but you just want to still give it a try in terms of what happens. Then you have a photograph of yours. You can start with a photograph. You click on upload photograph, and then you upload your photograph. So for today's session, I had uploaded one photograph that I have. So I have uploaded the photograph. What it has done, it has converted the photograph into a talking video like this. This is the photograph that I uploaded, and it converted into talking video like this. Now, what do I do with this? I can create so many different things, right? I can create a video altogether, or for this session, I had created a sample PPT. It's come out to be a little funny because I just gave it one random photograph that I had, but anyone who is doing it well will be able to do a very good job. So this PPT was purely created to the photograph that I gave. I uploaded a photograph and I gave some content, and this is the video.
Welcome to Social Media Marketing Essentials. In this course, you learn strategies to grow your audience and engage effectively. Let's get started. When it comes to types of media, there are distinct channels which are discovery focused and some are engagement focused. Twitter is focused on discovery. Instagram is focused on engagement. Welcome to
So it looks funny, but it will do a good job once we fine tune it. The good part is that it not only creates my video out of the photograph, it can actually clone my voice. So I didn't have the time to do that because it takes a lot of time to clone. It takes like 1 or 2 hours for them to clone my voice. But what do I have to do? I just have to upload my recording and it will exactly pick up. Yeah, Singh, but no one can ask questions in between. No, it's a video. No, yeah, absolutely. So it's like a video, treated like a video, except you not being needed to shoot the whole thing.
Also,
Yeah,
sir,
so-
one more thing.
Yeah.
Regarding creating those avatars,
Yeah.
this you said is a free platform, right?
This has a freemium platform, so it offers generous. Free tier is quite generous, so multiple videos can be created free.
Okay, but then what about like we upload our pictures, videos, and we even want cloning of our voice done? I mean,
Yeah.
in the free component, what is the privacy and the safety of
There,
our pictures
it's
and
kind of
voice
safe
going?
because it's kind of safe because they are a massively funded company with very good investors backing them up. So they cannot afford to do anything wrong. Obviously, there's always going to be a gray area in terms of
Yeah,
you cannot
gray area.
trust
Yes,
people.
exactly.
But otherwise, from a broad logic perspective, it will mean millions and millions of lawsuits if they mess up that part, because that's the big thing in the AI world. So just because it is free, does that mean it will compromise on the privacy? I don't think so. That will happen at all.
Because most of the time when we are signing up for the free plans, we just keep on clicking on things without reading the privacy policies. So
Correct.
Just-
But
just-
I have kind of gone through it in detail, and I'll tell you my back of the envelope logic. My back of the envelope logic is this company is funded by millions of investors across the globe. So this company cannot afford to play with
cannot
privacy
mess
in
up.
India.
Yeah.
In India, still it may skim through, but it's a global platform.
Grab.
So it takes care of that. And what it does, so for example, people have a worry that, okay, can anyone else clone my video? So it cannot happen that way. When anyone wants to clone a video, they will have to upload an actual video, and then there is a live review. What does that mean?
Okay.
On a live video, I have to give my formal approval in saying that, hey, I approve, hey Jen,
Approve.
to
Yeah.
create
Okay.
my clone. And then there is a review process. Once we clear the review process, then the cloning can happen.
Okay.
So it is kind of taken care of a lot of things.
Taken care of. Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. There was someone who asked about voice cloning. Yeah, absolutely, Ashwati ma'am. Voice cloning 11 Labs does a very good job. But otherwise, you can clone your voice on this as well. So you go on voices, and this is the tool. I'll just share the link here. Where you have to upload your voice, a sample recording of your voice, and then it will clone your voice. For example, the Udemy video that I showed you, that was exactly Omkar's voice. Since we are friends, I know his voice properly, and the tool had fabulously cloned the voice. Obviously, it spent more time. He spent like 2-3 hours in ensuring he gives a good video, good footage, and good voice input, and then the cloning happened seamlessly. So that is HeyGen for you. Good part about HeyGen is, while it is still a paid service, the fee or the charges is quite nominal. So if you look at it, it's $29, and in $29 you can create unlimited videos. So they have been quite generous in terms of doing this, because they are the first mover in the cloning space, and I'm sure they want to capture the whole market, and the market is very huge, right? Imagine you don't have to go to classes and be on Zoom and share. You can create avatars, and avatars will do a job. Now there was one interesting question that someone had asked was, it is not interactive. Now that is also getting solved. So right now that is in the beta stage, but what they are doing essentially is, they are saying, so we'll not go there right now because it's a little technical, but I'll tell you what they are doing as HeyGen as a company. They are saying you create your avatar and we will attach GPT to the back of it. So I'll show you what I mean by that.
So that means it becomes dynamic.
It becomes
and
dynamic. So
interactive.
absolutely. Then you can ask questions, then it will pause and quickly it will respond as if you're talking to a teacher. But the face will be yours, the audio will be yours, as in the voice will be yours. So that's also interesting. It is slightly more technical and it needs the paid version, but definitely worth trying, right? Because education is going to be disrupted by tools like HeyGen. So we are coming to the end of the conversation. So this was HeyGen, where avatars can be created very, very well. Now, as I mentioned, I wanted to go from easiest to little complex. So the last one which I'm going to show is again a end-to-end, very, 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 very engaging video creation, more like created by some big animation firm. And I'll show you one example. Proud to share that our university VC has taken up this initiative, and he always used to share with us that stories can be very powerful to bring social change. And for doing that, he said, why can't we create stories that will bring some at least little thinking about social impact? So we said, sir, it's interesting idea, let's do that. And now he has a YouTube channel where he's creating stories for social change. The reason I'm sharing that with you is this end-to-end is created through AI. And two of our very smart students called Rahul and Prachi are leading the whole project. But we'll quickly show you what the final output looks like. And then we can see how the backend is done. These are short stories.
Can you really activate your natural healing system and manage?
But very engaging stories. And if we had to do it before AI, it would have cost, one story would have cost around 50,000-60,000. Now it happens easily within a span of a very short period of time.
There are three things that you need to understand if you want to.
दर्पण कहानियों की एक श्रृंखला है जो समाज के अनदेखे प्रश्नों को सामने लाने का प्रयास करती है। कहानी 4T का चमत्कार। एक नए युग की बात है। एक सुंदर जंगल में हर प्रकार के जीव जंतु प्रेम पूर्वक रहते थे। उसी जंगल में एक गिलहरी परिवार था। माता गिनी, पिता गिरीश और उनका नन्हा बेटा टीटो। गिनी और गिरीश बहुत।
Now, if you look at it, it looks so engaging, right? And it looks like someone with good amount of knowledge of animation and storytelling has built this. But the interesting part is all of this is driven by AI, and I'm sure you must have seen many other such videos which are mythological videos, and then you have Mahabharata and Ramayana and all the characters which are there. Now, all of that is possible. Little difficult, and it is not so direct as we had the previous ones, but lot of such stories have come up on the internet. I'll quickly share in the next 5 minutes. I'll share how they are created, and then we can open it for questions, or else we can close the conversation. There are three tools which get used here. So the first tool is to create. So the process works like these videos that you see are created through images. I repeat, these videos, clips that you see are actually created through images. So what do? We on GPT, we create scene by scene images. So let's say it's a 2-minute story. 2-minute story is cut into multiple scenes. And for every scene, one image is created. So this is an example of the same story that we saw right now. Where what did GPT do? We gave GPT the whole story, and then we asked GPT to convert it into a prompt using which we can create images. So what did GPT do? For every small scene, it gave us a small prompt to create an image. So likewise, for every scene, there were images that were created. So these are all scene by scene images. And then can you see here? There are these images being created. All these images being created. Now, what do you do? I'll show you the list of all the images which were created. So the use case is you create the story, you go to GPT and ask GPT to create it into small scenes. And for each scene, you ask GPT to give you a prompt that will help that scene to be converted into images. So a lot of such images are created here, like you can see now. Yeah, these are single images of the same story that I played right now. These are images from the same story. And then we use a tool called Kling. I repeat, we use a tool called Kling. Now, what Kling does? Kling gives life to that image. For example, now I uploaded an image and then I said, a fox gently smiling with soft eyes, and this whole thing is given by GPT only, that scene. And it converted into a 5-second scene. Likewise, for the whole video, there were multiple such small scenes created. And once these small videos were created, we downloaded them and we stitched it together. And the end outcome looked like this.
हर दिन भोजन जुटाने के लिए दूर जंगल में जाते टीटो को वे एक
If you can see this, here is a 5-second video, image to video created clips. And the whole video got created. So very interesting. Lot of people on the internet are making use of this use case, creating a story, then convert using GPT to create number of images, using Kling to give life to those images, and then stitching it into one very interesting story. So that was it. It is slightly more time consuming, but obviously the outcome that you saw was much better than all the previous tools that we used. This is just a bonus tool, will not go here, but in case you want to ever create a song of any genre, you can go to suno.com, give the lyrics, and it will convert that into a very interesting song. And it is generous. Every day you can create 2 songs free of cost. So just a bonus tool, just for fun, in case anyone wants to try. Many times people ask, how do I keep updated myself? How do I keep pace with so many interesting tools that are coming up on the internet? So just last slide and then we'll close. There are 2 places where you can go and sign up. So there is a website called There is an AI for that. And there's a website called AI Valley. These 2 websites, you just sign up for their newsletter. Every week, they will mail you all the new tools that are coming up in the market. So that will help you keep in touch with the fast moving AI world. Yeah. Thank you so much. I hope you got some value for the time that you spent, and happy creating. Would love to stay in touch. I'll just share my LinkedIn profile. In case you want to reach out, feel free to reach out. But yeah, thank you. Thank you very much.
Sir, sorry, can you repeat it once again? I missed out the names.
Which one, sir?
The last one that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can you just keep it for a moment so I can make a note?
Sure.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Definitely, Anwar. I'll share the PPT. Ma'am, you will be sharing the PPT. So, ma'am will be sharing the PPT. Thank you, Divya, ma'am. And these 2 websites which I've shared here are go-to for all AI tools that you want to learn from. I'm done. In case anyone has any questions, we can check those. Otherwise, we can close it for the evening. Thanks a lot. Thank you.
So thank you so much. Thank you so much, Dr. Amaya, for this fascinating and inspiring session. Your insights on how AI can enhance storytelling, visualization, and immersive learning opened up exciting creative possibilities for educators. We truly appreciate your innovative ideas and real-world examples that makes the complex technologies so accessible.
Thank you, ma'am.
So on behalf of AIU and Atlas Skilltech University, thank you once again for your valuable contribution in this FDP. So so before we close for the day, a quick reminder to please fill the attendance and feedback form shared in the chat for both the session. So before we close, I may request everyone to kindly switch on their cameras for a quick group photograph. But before that, I'll just get an announcement about tomorrow's session. So tomorrow on day 3, we will continue our journey with the 2 exciting sessions, the AI for Interactive and Gamified Learning by Dr. Ekta Upadhyay and AI in Assessment and Feedback by Dr. Mansi Subedar. So each of these 5 days is designed to inspire, engage, and empower us to rethink how we teach and learn with AI. So thank you so much once again to all the participants for your enthusiasm and active engagement and participation. I just request now everyone before you log off, can we have a group photograph? Okay, thank you so much, everyone.
Thanks a lot. Have a great evening. Bye.